As we age, one of the biggest challenges many people face is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that can leave the body feeling weak, tired, and vulnerable. While many turn to popular health trends like bone broth, BarbaraONeill reminds us that there are far more effective and practical ways to protect our muscles, stay strong, and maintain energy well into later years. Sarcopenia is one of the most pressing challenges people face as they grow older. Yet many are unaware of what it truly is or how deeply it impacts everyday life. It refers to the gradual decline of muscle mass and strength that begins silently in the body, often as early as the mid-30s, but becomes more noticeable in the later decades of life. This condition does not simply make a person weaker. It can affect balance, mobility, independence, and overall health. When muscles deteriorate, even the simplest activities, such as climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or standing from a chair, can become increasingly difficult. This gradual weakening also increases the risk of falls, fractures, and long recovery times, creating a cycle that can rob older adults of their freedom and vitality. Unlike many age-related conditions that are considered inevitable, sarcopenia is not a fate that has to be accepted without resistance. Scientific research and practical lifestyle wisdom both show that its progression can be slowed down, halted, and in some cases, even reversed with consistent care and attention to diet, movement, and mindset. The body naturally begins to lose muscle fibers with age due to hormonal changes, reduced physical activity, and sometimes insufficient protein intake. When these factors combine, the decline accelerates. However, the human body has an incredible capacity to adapt, even at an older age. Through proper nutrition, our muscles can be fed with the building blocks they need to grow and regenerate. By choosing foods rich in protein, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, one can provide the raw materials necessary for the repair and growth of tissue. At the same time, physical activity plays a vital role. Gentle but consistent exercises such as resistance training, walking, and bodyweight movements signal the body to preserve and build muscle rather than allow it to waste away. Even small amounts of daily movement can help counteract the effects of sarcopenia, reminding the muscles that they are still needed and must remain strong. Beyond nutrition and exercise, lifestyle factors contribute significantly to muscle preservation. Proper hydration ensures that nutrients are effectively transported to the muscles, while rest and sleep allow for recovery and rebuilding. Exposure to natural sunlight provides vitamin D, which is essential for muscle and bone strength. Stress management and breathing exercises also support overall circulation and oxygen delivery to tissues, enhancing muscle health. Perhaps most importantly, maintaining a positive mindset can fuel the motivation to stay consistent with healthy habits. People who approach aging with determination, optimism, and purpose are often the ones who retain greater strength and independence throughout their later years. Understanding sarcopenia is the first step toward preventing its effects, by recognizing that it is not an irreversible destiny, but a condition influenced by daily choices. Older adults can empower themselves to take proactive measures. The key is not to wait until weakness becomes noticeable, but to begin as early as possible with small, sustainable changes. Even for those who are already experiencing muscle loss, the body responds remarkably well to targeted care, and improvements can be seen at any age. Sarcopenia may be common, but it does not have to define the experience of growing older. Bone broth has long been marketed as a miracle food for building strength and improving health, but when it comes to protecting muscles and preventing sarcopenia, it falls short compared to nutrient-dense whole foods. While bone broth may provide some minerals, it lacks the complete range of proteins, amino acids, vitamins, and plant compounds that the body requires to truly maintain and rebuild muscle mass. The hype around it often distracts people from focusing on more effective and accessible solutions that can deliver real benefits. Muscles thrive on a steady supply of essential amino acids, and those are best obtained through a diet rich in varied plant-based foods such as legumes, nuts, seeds, vegetables, and whole grains. These not only provide high-quality protein, but also contain antioxidants, fiber, and micronutrients that bone broth simply cannot offer. The idea that a single food or trendy remedy can reverse complex health issues is appealing, but the truth is that the body depends on balance, diversity, and consistency in diet. Unlike bone broth, plant-based foods provide a broad spectrum of nutrition that supports the entire body, not just one aspect of it. For example, beans and lentils are excellent sources of protein and iron, which are vital for carrying oxygen to muscles. Seeds and nuts provide healthy fats along with minerals like magnesium and zinc that support muscle repair. Whole grains contribute complex carbohydrates, fueling the body with sustained energy that makes exercise and daily activity possible. Fresh vegetables add phytonutrients that reduce inflammation, protecting muscle tissues from breakdown. All of these work together to create an environment in which muscles can grow stronger instead of wasting away. In addition to superior nutrition, focusing on whole foods brings long-term benefits for overall health. Diets rich in plants reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, all of which can accelerate the onset of sarcopenia by weakening the body and draining its resilience. Bone broth, on the other hand, is limited in scope and does not provide these protective effects. By shifting attention from short-lived health fads to a lifestyle grounded in real, nutrient-rich foods, older adults can preserve not only their muscle strength but also their energy, vitality, and independence. Another critical advantage of whole foods over bone broth lies in accessibility and sustainability. While bone broth often comes with high costs or requires lengthy preparation, everyday foods such as beans, oats, vegetables, and seeds are affordable, widely available, and easy to prepare in countless ways. This makes it realistic for people to adopt and maintain these habits over time, rather than relying on a product that may not be practical for daily life. Building muscle strength and combating sarcopenia is not about quick fixes, but about creating a foundation of nourishment that continues to support the body through the years. Bone broth might seem like a simple solution, but the real answer lies in embracing the variety and richness of whole foods that provide everything muscles need to stay strong, flexible, and resilient against the challenges of aging. Protein is the cornerstone of muscle health, and without enough of it, the body struggles to maintain strength, repair tissue, or regenerate new muscle fibers. As people age, their protein needs actually increase, even though appetite and food intake may decrease, making it essential to be intentional about choosing the right sources. Many assume that only animal products can provide adequate protein, but plant-based options such as legumes, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and vegetables are powerful sources of the amino acids necessary for rebuilding and maintaining muscle strength. These foods not only deliver protein, but also come with an array of additional benefits like fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that support overall health while fueling muscle growth. When combined thoughtfully, plant proteins can provide all of the essential amino acids the body requires, proving that muscle preservation does not depend on heavy meat consumption or processed supplements. Legumes like lentils, beans, and chickpeas are excellent examples of protein, dense foods that are also rich in iron and folate, both of which aid in oxygen transport and energy production. Nuts and seeds provide not only protein but also healthy fats, magnesium, and zinc, all of which are key to repairing muscle tissue and supporting the nervous system. Whole grains such as quinoa, oats, and brown rice are particularly valuable because they contribute both protein and complex carbohydrates, ensuring the body has the energy needed to stay active and use protein efficiently. Even vegetables, though often overlooked, can add meaningful amounts of protein when eaten in abundance, while also offering unique phytonutrients that protect muscle cells from inflammation and oxidative stress. Together, these foods provide a complete package of nourishment that supports strong muscles and a resilient body. Beyond nutrition, the way the body processes protein is equally important. With age, the body becomes less efficient at synthesizing protein into muscle, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. This means that older adults must be more deliberate about consuming enough protein consistently throughout the day, rather than relying on one large serving in a single meal. Eating balanced portions of protein, rich foods at breakfast, lunch, and dinner gives the body a steady supply of amino acids to repair and strengthen muscle tissue. This approach not only helps prevent sarcopenia, but also improves energy levels, recovery after activity, and overall well-being. By focusing on variety and balance, it becomes easier to meet these increased protein needs without feeling overwhelmed or restricted. What makes plant-based proteins even more powerful is their ability to support health beyond muscle preservation. Unlike many animal sources, they are lower in saturated fat and free from cholesterol, reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease while enhancing digestive health through fiber. This creates a double benefit. While strengthening muscles, they also protect vital organs, stabilize blood sugar, and maintain a healthy weight, all of which are critical factors in healthy aging. Building muscle strength is not just about adding more protein to the diet, but about choosing the right kinds that fuel the body in a sustainable. Legumes, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and vegetables are not only accessible and versatile, but also provide a natural solution to staying strong, energetic, and youthful despite the challenges of aging. Light daily exercises are one of the most powerful tools in preventing muscle loss and maintaining mobility, especially as the body ages. Sarcopenia does not develop overnight, and it does not require extreme or high intensity workouts to combat its effects. Instead, consistent, gentle movements signal the muscles that they are still needed, encouraging the body to preserve and even build strength over time. Walking, stretching, and simple resistance training, such as using body weight, light dumbbells, or resistance bands, are often more sustainable and less intimidating than intense exercise regimens, making them ideal for older adults. These types of activities not only stimulate muscle fibers, but also improve circulation, coordination, and balance, which play a critical role in reducing the risk of falls and injuries that can accelerate decline. By choosing approachable, low-impact exercises, people can maintain independence and vitality well into their later years. Walking remains one of the most effective and accessible forms of daily exercise. It engages multiple muscle groups, improves cardiovascular health, and requires no special equipment, making it easy to incorporate into everyday life. Stretching, on the other hand, enhances flexibility, reduces stiffness, and keeps the joints mobile, all of which are necessary to support muscle strength and prevent limitations in movement. Resistance training is particularly important because it directly combats the muscle atrophy associated with aging. Simple exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or lifting light weights activate and strengthen the major muscle groups, ensuring that the body remains capable of handling daily activities. Even just a few minutes of these exercises, consistently practiced each day, can have a profound impact over time. One of the often overlooked aspects of light exercise is its ability to boost mental and emotional well-being in addition to physical health. Movement releases endorphins, which help lift mood, reduce stress, and support better sleep. These factors all contribute indirectly to muscle health, as stress and poor rest can accelerate muscle breakdown. Regular exercise also builds confidence in one's physical abilities, encouraging individuals to remain active rather than adopting a sedentary lifestyle, which is one of the greatest contributors to sarcopenia. By maintaining the habit of gentle movement, people feel more energized, capable, and willing to engage in life fully. The sustainability of light daily exercise makes it an essential habit rather than a temporary solution. While intense workouts may be effective for younger individuals or athletes, they are often unsustainable or even risky for older adults, leading to injury or burnout. Light but consistent activity creates long-lasting results without placing unnecessary strain on the body. It ensures that muscles are continuously engaged, circulation is maintained, and the body remains resilient against the natural effects of aging. Exercise, in this sense, does not need to be overwhelming to be effective. Through small, steady efforts, muscles remain strong, joints stay flexible, and energy levels are sustained, creating a foundation for a healthier, more independent life. Hydration is one of the most underestimated yet essential elements in preserving muscle health and overall vitality, especially as the body ages. Muscles are made up of a significant percentage of water, and without proper hydration, they cannot function at their best. Water acts as the primary medium through which nutrients are transported to cells, including the amino acids and minerals required for muscle repair and growth. When hydration is lacking, this transport system slows down, leaving muscles deprived of what they need to stay strong. At the same time, dehydration leads to muscle cramps, fatigue, and reduced coordination, which not only affect daily performance but also increase the risk of falls and injuries in older adults. By prioritizing fluid intake, people ensure that their muscles remain nourished, energized, and capable of performing the movements required for independence and activity. Hydration also plays a vital role in flushing out toxins that accumulate in the body. When waste products are not removed efficiently, they can contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which weaken muscle tissue and accelerate aging. Drinking enough water supports the kidneys and other detoxification systems in clearing these harmful substances, allowing muscles to function more effectively and recover more quickly after exertion. For older adults, whose bodies are often more prone to inflammation, this cleansing effect is especially important in slowing the progression of sarcopenia and maintaining overall resilience. Proper hydration can also improve joint lubrication, making movement smoother and less painful, which in turn encourages regular physical activity that keeps muscles engaged and strong. Another critical aspect of hydration is its impact on energy levels and metabolism. Even mild dehydration can leave the body feeling drained, sluggish, and less motivated to move. Muscles require a steady energy supply to contract and relax properly, and without water, this process becomes inefficient. When the body is well hydrated, oxygen delivery improves, metabolism functions optimally, and physical endurance increases. This means that simple activities like walking, stretching, or resistance exercises become easier and more effective, creating a positive cycle where movement supports hydration and hydration supports movement. Older adults who stay hydrated often notice sharper mental clarity and improved focus, which further enhances their ability to stay consistent with healthy habits. Many people mistakenly believe that hydration comes only from drinking plain water, but it can also be supported by consuming water, rich foods such as fruits and vegetables, foods like cucumbers, oranges, berries, And leafy greens contribute both fluids and essential nutrients, offering a double benefit for muscle health. At the same time, limiting dehydrating substances such as excessive caffeine, alcohol, and processed foods can prevent unnecessary fluid loss. Making hydration a daily priority is not about forcing large amounts of water at once, but about developing a consistent routine of sipping fluids throughout the day and incorporating hydrating foods into meals. Muscles, much like every other part of the body, depend on water as their foundation, and ensuring adequate hydration allows them to remain strong, flexible, and capable of resisting the natural decline that comes with aging. Rest, sunlight, and mindful breathing may seem like simple lifestyle habits, but they are deeply connected to the body's ability to regenerate, preserve strength, and sustain energy. As the body ages, it requires more intentional care to recover from daily wear and tear, and rest is the first step in this process. During sleep, the body carries out crucial repair functions, producing growth hormones that rebuild muscle fibers, restore energy stores, and strengthen the immune system. Without quality rest, these processes are interrupted, leaving muscles weaker and the body more vulnerable to fatigue and illness. For older adults, prioritizing consistent, restorative sleep is one of the most powerful yet overlooked ways to fight sarcopenia, improve energy, and maintain overall resilience. A rested body is not only stronger, but also better equipped to stay active, which in turn keeps muscles engaged and functional. Sunlight plays its own unique role in supporting muscle and bone health by helping the body produce vitamin D, an essential nutrient for calcium absorption and muscle function. Low vitamin D levels are strongly linked to muscle weakness, poor balance, and an increased risk of falls in older adults. Regular exposure to natural sunlight, even for short periods each day, allows the body to maintain healthy vitamin D levels that directly contribute to stronger muscles and sturdier bones. Beyond its physical benefits, sunlight also influences mood by boosting serotonin, a neurotransmitter that supports emotional well-being and motivation. Feeling positive and energized makes it easier to engage in exercise and maintain healthy routines, which together form the foundation of long-term vitality. Mindful breathing adds another dimension to this cycle of regeneration and strength. Many people underestimate the power of oxygen in supporting muscle and organ function. Deep intentional breathing delivers more oxygen to cells, improving circulation and energy production at the cellular level. This increased oxygen supply melts muscles recover faster after activity, reduces tension, and promotes relaxation in both body and mind. Breathing exercises can also lower stress hormones such as cortisol, which, when elevated for long periods, contribute to muscle breakdown and accelerated aging. By incorporating simple practices like slow, deep breathing or meditation into daily life, older adults can enhance oxygen flow, lower stress, and create an internal environment that favors healing and renewal. Together, rest, sunlight, and mindful breathing form a holistic approach to supporting the body against the effects of aging. Each one contributes to the maintenance of muscle health, but their combined effect is even more powerful. A well-rested body can engage in light exercise more effectively. Sunlight ensures the muscles and bones have the nutrients they need to remain strong, and breathing practices sustain energy and focus while calming the nervous system. These habits are natural, accessible, and sustainable, requiring no special equipment or expense, only consistency and awareness. By weaving them into daily routines, older adults can improve recovery, increase strength, and sustain energy, creating the conditions for a healthier, more vibrant life despite the challenges of time. A positive mindset, gratitude, and social connection are often underestimated in their influence on physical health, yet they are vital tools for staying youthful. resilient and strong as the body ages. The way people think and feel directly impacts their energy levels, motivation, and even how their bodies respond to challenges such as muscle loss and fatigue. When individuals approach aging with fear, negativity, or hopelessness, they are more likely to give up on healthy habits and accept decline as inevitable. On the other hand, cultivating optimism and purpose creates the mental strength to remain consistent with exercise, diet, and self-care routines that slow down or even reverse the effects of sarcopenia. Believing that improvement is possible is the first step toward achieving it, and countless studies show that a positive outlook is associated with better health outcomes, faster recovery, and longer life expectancy. Gratitude adds another layer of strength by shifting focus from limitations to possibilities. When people practice gratitude, whether by reflecting on simple joys, appreciating their bodies for what they can still do, or acknowledging the support of loved ones, they foster resilience and emotional stability. Gratitude reduces stress hormones that can break down muscle tissue and replaces them with feelings of contentment and peace, which promote healing and regeneration. This emotional balance also improves sleep quality, which further enhances muscle recovery and overall energy. By learning to be grateful, older adults can transform their mindset from one of loss to one of abundance, making it easier to stay engaged in life and committed to practices that preserve strength. Equally important is the role of social connection in maintaining vitality. Isolation and loneliness are linked to faster physical decline, higher risks of chronic illness, and even reduced lifespan. Staying connected with friends, family, or community groups creates a sense of belonging and emotional support that can protect both mind and body. Social interaction encourages movement, whether through shared activities, group walks, or simply being more active in daily life. Conversations and companionship stimulate the brain, reducing the risk of cognitive decline, while laughter and shared experiences elevate mood and reduce stress. These benefits directly and indirectly contribute to stronger muscles, better coordination, and improved overall health. Together, mindset, gratitude, and social connection form a powerful triad that nourishes the body from the inside out. A positive outlook provides motivation, gratitude nurtures emotional resilience, and social bonds supply encouragement and accountability. These elements help sustain the consistency required for healthy eating, regular exercise, and restorative habits, which all work together to combat sarcopenia and maintain vitality. More than just emotional tools, they are active forces that shape how the body responds to aging, proving that health is not only physical, but also deeply influenced by thoughts, feelings, and relationships. By embracing positivity, practicing gratitude, and staying socially connected, older adults can preserve not just their muscles, but also their joy, independence, and sense of purpose in life.